Hi Pottery peeps. So I've got another kiln opening. It has cooled down to 90. It's not going to get any cooler because it's 95 outside. So we're going to get into this and see what we got. Most of this is mine with a few students, and yeah, so I'm excited to see what I got in here. So let's go ahead and set you up. This was a cone 5 firing with a 10-minute hold, and mainly because I have so much of my clear in here. So these are the beads for the dragonflies that were in the other one, and so I will take all of those off of them. Put them on the posts because I do have a jewelry tree, but by the time I got it loaded, I couldn't fit the jewelry tree in here. So I had to improvise by putting them on posts. These are little hummingbirds that I did, and if you watched the video that I put in the description on the last kiln opening on the dragonflies, Jamie Medor, I think is her last name. I will post the video she also did for these hummingbirds. So this one will get hung because I put a little narrow-combing wire in it. Very cute. And I just fired these guys upside down because that's the way they'd fit. And I do have a little bit of grinding to do, but they'll hang. And this one I actually fired on a post, or on a, so it doesn't have anything. Very cute. I did the blue hydrangea over, I did a green fundamentals pear, I think, and then the blue hydrangea over them. Just wanted them to sparkle a little bit. Alright, so I see a problem here that I'll get to grind. Get to clean that up too. This was a refire on the last one, and I put Nimbus, the new Nimbus by Mako, over it, and I like it much better. That has some possibilities, but I do have some grinding to do. And these plates are Sandy's, and she's colored in the hibiscus. She did, the stamps I think are by Della Designs that she put in these plates, and then she colored them in with the Colors for Earth, Paula McCoy's Colors for Earth, and then just my clear over them. Those turned out very nice, and I did fire them on cookies. I need to grind my shelves because they've got too much stuff on them that just doesn't seem to come off, and so until I can get my stuff set up to grind them, things like that, I will put on cookies just so that they don't get any yucky stuff on them that needs to be grinded off. Alright, this turned out much better than the one I did previously. I did the, I like this much better. I think it's the color of the leaves. I did the rainforest, which has a lot of blue in it, and so I like it much better with this transfer. If you've been watching for a while, you would have seen the wolf I did like this, but I did gunmetal green on the leaves, and they were just too bright, too green, I guess. And I think this looks much better. And I did the ancient jasper for this part of it, the border of the what looks like a branch. But yeah, that looks cool. Ooh. All right. This is a tester piece that I'm trying out. That actually covered pretty well. This is the wild aster over the black underglaze. And this was done with fishnet stockings. And so this is kind of an idea I have for the totem, which is what I wanted to test out. But that turned out really cool. Really like that. A lot of possibilities with that. This is actually, my neighbor had pottery sitting in her closet that she had taken a pottery class like a decade or so ago. And she just had bisque pieces. They'd already been bisqued and never been glazed. And so I said, give them to me and I'll glaze them. So this one is that passion flower, the new Mako. And her daughter really likes color, so she's gonna give this to her daughter. And then this one, my son-in-law made for either a planter or for a utility for spoons and stuff. That turned out really nice. And this is the root beer, one of my favorites, especially for wood. As you can notice, you get glossy, you get matte, you get this dark burnt umber color, and then you get this amber. I just love this glaze. And this was poured. And this is one of the birdhouses that I did in one of the videos. And I did kimchi on this part of it, holly green here, blue hydrangea on the butterfly, and then the mulberry on these flowers. That's super cute, super pretty. Really like that. And then this one, you can see the owl in there. I love the subtlety of the owl. And I did wrought iron on the branch, and I did fire brick red on the leaves to kind of pick up the red birds, the canaries in there, or cardinals. Yeah, I like that. Like that a lot. All right, so I got some problems here. I got some crawling on this one. This is Norse blue with some nebula. Nebula goes gray in a cone 5, and some shadow blue, and I think this needs a cone 6. So I got some crawling and didn't cover for some reason. Oh, and there's a crack on the rim. So this one is my neighbor's. This was in her closet. So I'll ask her if she wants me to try and fire that again since it's got a crack. And I got another crack. This one's mine, but it has possibilities. Trying to do like a flower bowl, but yeah, I'm not gonna refire this because of the crack. And I got some crawling too. But I do like the glaze combos, but I can't remember what I did here. And not without my notes. And this one is Savannah's. That turned out really fun. Do I got it going the right side? Arsenic poisoning with the ghosts. Very cute with the ghosts on the back. She's gonna love that. This is another one of my neighbors, and this one is shadow blue. And I picked shadow blue because it would show all of that on the side. Thought it'd be really pretty. That actually turned out nice. This is another one that Savannah did, and it's hard to see, but there's a Sasquatch in there. She had a blast painting this. She did use an underglaze transfer and then added the moon and the Sasquatch. All right. So this is a platter that I did using I made a slab, painted it with the colored mason stains, the yellow, the blue, the red, you just kind of randomly. And then I put an underglaze transfer over that and then built the oval plate and then covered it. I did use Stroke and Coat Moody Blue on the edge and also on the back, and then the middle is just the clear. That's quite nice. This one is Sandy's, a little charcuterie board with the turtles and the hydrangeas, and she's colored these with the Colors for Earth by Paula McCoy. Nice and flat, really flat. Great job, Sandy. That is not easy to do. Okay, so here is a tea strainer. And I'll probably do a video on this. This was actually thrown on the wheel. And if you remember the mug that I still haven't taken off the stilt, let's see if it fits. So this is how I did that. So we've got the lid, the strainer, and then you use it and you've got a place to put the strainer while you're drinking your tea. So I'll probably do a video on this in the future, not right now. I gotta get some other things done first. And then primarily with all this heat, I can't stay in the studio for too long. So I've been concentrating on getting caught up with the glazing. All right, So I had a butterfly that I did, and it looks like it has, there we go, got a little bit of grinding. So I put a hole in it so I can put a wire and like put it in the flower bed. And this was done with the lace doily. So I wanted to try it out to see if it'd work first. It's kind of cool. So we'll have to see what it looks like in the flower bed. And then these guys are more bigger size hummingbirds. And I painted them with the Firebook red and then also with the blue hydrangea. I did both of these that way. This one, the wings were put on upside down, but it still works. Doesn't look much like a hummingbird, looks more like a actual bird of some kind, but it'll work. And then I plan to do like a mobile or like a wind chime with these guys. So I've got these different colored butterflies that I thought, this is the Passion Flower, this is Desert Dusk by Mako. I thought they'd look good together for a wind chime. So, got a lot of stuff to finish. Sometimes when they come out of the kiln, they're just not finished when you're doing other projects like this. All right, another little, this one I put the Passion Flower and then I tried the pearl white on the edge. Didn't really do much. I mean, there is a little bit of movement, but not much. This Passion Flower seems to be pretty stable. All right, this is Caroline's. She's got mermaid tail going into a pool with a little, her little dish, little seashell on the outside of it. A couple of different seashells. And then a whole bunch of Caroline's ghosts. all her little thimble ghosts. And her thimble ghosts, you guys, are pretty popular at the farmer's market. Easier to pick them all up with a tray. She just paints, makes little pinch pot ghosts, and then paints fun faces on them. And then these ghosts, Savannah did, and they're got bloody tears. These are Savannah's that she's done. And I believe, yep, she threw these on the wheel. Okay, have you been watching these? I've got 2 of these mugs that I did. Actually, the mug that I showed in the video on how to do this technique is a taller mug, but I made some smaller ones, and these guys, they have red eyes. And I ran out of the underglaze transfer for the flowers, but I kind of really like just the lace and the skull. I mean, I think it's really kind of classic black and white. But these ones were done like the ones in the video. I got too much mulberry, you can't really see the skull. He's hiding under there. So I've got mulberry here, clear on the rest of it with black underglaze. I got a little bit too much mulberry. You can't really see the roses even. I'm getting too much glare. It's a really shiny glaze. They're still really pretty though. But I kind of like the white and black. Alright, so I've got a lot of Caroline's in here. Some more of her dishes. She's done kind of like a castle type tooth on the edge with a underglaze transfer. And then, I'm not sure what color, raspberry mist maybe on this. And then this has something to do with anime or manga. And this is one of her hand-painted tiles. She does such a good job with those hand-painted tiles. And then she's got more ghosts in here. She's got some of these ghosts that she's done. I'm not sure what her plans are on those. And then a whole bunch more of these little thimble ghosts. With their fun little faces. And I do believe, I'm not sure if this, yep, these are all Sandy's. I have a fish mold, and so she's made some fish sushi dishes. And I believe this is shadow blue that she's used, maybe with sky blue on this one. Maybe shadow blue with clear on these. And then these are her sushi dishes. Here's the turtle done. I've got a video on this too. And I believe she's done shadow blue on the edge with seaweed. Not sure. Or she's also done the pearl white too. Got some, but that's gonna be very cool. And this one she did with a silk screen with the underglaze transfers. Nope, silk screen with the colored slips, sorry. And then, but that's really pretty. And I believe it's sky blue we wanted the transfer to show up. She does have some pearl white in here. So, very pretty. Really like that. Alright, so that's it for this one. Alright, I'm once again a sweaty mess. And temperature has gone up. We're 92 in here now. I will take some pictures of some of my favorites and have them at the end of the video so you can see a better picture of them in better lighting. And that'll be it for me, and hopefully I get to work on the totem this week. We'll see. This heat is just killing all of us, so it's taking all our motivation and putting it in the toilet. Anyway, I hope you're doing good where you're at and you can stay cool, and hopefully you can get muddy in the studio. We'll see ya.